Hello there, everybody. It is I, Goose Duckworth, and we are back with another Star Citizen update. This one is the new map. If you don't care about these Star Citizen videos, don't worry, there's only one more of these to come, and then we'll go back to gameplay stuff. Maybe even playing Star Citizen. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, but we'll figure it out. But for now, the new map. It looks amazing. So it's going to be kind of a combination of a map and a radar system. It's all going to be one thing. They're not going to have separate maps for different things. There's no clicking on something to select its map. It's zoom in on something and you'll see the map of that thing. So it's going to be very smooth and seamless, which is a nice little touch. Hopefully, they fix that little problem where if you zoom in too much onto a planet, the planet disappears. It should just zoom into the planet now. At least that's what the demonstration looked like. We will see. But the most important thing is selecting things. No longer are we going to be selecting Lorville and getting whatever's on the other side of the planet. That happens every single time I try to land. Never again. Things on the other side of the planet will no longer show up. Revolutionary. Why didn't they think of this 10 years ago or whenever they made the old map? I wasn't around. I pretend like I know anything about Star Citizen. I just started playing it at the beginning of this year. But I'm an OG. I know the struggle. Anyway, they're also adding a new waypoint system that's based off of AI pathfinding. So you don't have to work. You shouldn't have to worry about it sending you through a fire, sending you through a door that's locked. It should be based on what the NPCs would do. We have yet to see what the new NPC system is like, so who knows? Maybe it will send you through the fires. Maybe it will go out of its way to do so. Only time will tell. It's also going to have a way to select your last selected location. So if you go wandering off into space and forget what you were just looking at, you push a button and it brings you back to whatever you were. I guess that could be helpful for some things. I don't know what, but I'm sure there's a reason they did it. It'll also have a drop down list of every point of interest that's marked on the map. Very helpful for new players. It'll also have a search function, which would also be quite helpful. I remember when I first started, constantly being told, go to this city, go to wherever, and I didn't know what any of these were, so I had the wiki on one monitor and the game on the other, and it's just frantically typing away every time someone said anything, trying to figure out what they meant. So that should help new players a good bit. Little quality of life right there. Also, as I mentioned, a bit of a radar system will be built into this. So you're going to have the ability to scan. This has a few different functions, one of which is just mapping out areas that don't have a map. Like caves, I would imagine, are not going to have a map preloaded into your map. So you scan to map the whole thing out. I hope they have some sort of system where you can sell this map data. I think that would be really cool. Have like explorers and map makers be like an actual profession in the game. At least for the first couple weeks of the game until everyone has everything. They also are going to have terminals for certain locations where you can get that location's map data, kind of like how Alien Isolation does it. Those big orange screens you interact with. I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but they said that's how they're going to do it, and go for it, I guess. I do think that has some potential on like huge ships. Like, if you have your own Javelin, maybe that might make sense. I mean, that every Javelin's going to be the same layout, but maybe you get the map data. It tells you like where the SCUs are, where the people are at that particular moment, who all is in there, how many, maybe that kind of information. I don't know. We'll see what they come up with. Also, this whole scanning system will have combat purposes. You can scan to kind of highlight enemies in front of you, but also you can do a more powerful scan that will even see them through walls. Now, that comes with the drawback of potentially letting them know where you are. So, use it tactically, but be careful. I also don't really know how that's going to work, if it'll just automatically alert them to your location, or maybe they have to have special equipment to pick up on it or something. I don't know. They probably don't know either. We'll see. The systems are not finished yet. Everything is subject to change. But that's about all I wanted to talk about. I'm quite excited for the new map. I think it'll make the game much more playable since you need it for everything. You can't quantum jump. Well, you can. You'll have a bit of a struggle finding the right thing to jump to without using the map to select it first. So quality of life changes are always welcome and much needed in Star Citizen right now. It's been a big year, but it's been a rough year. So excited for that. Hope you all are too. I'll probably be streaming this game a little bit, maybe a hardcore run or something once these new functionalities come. Speaking of when they come, I believe this is supposed to be released in 3.22, or I'm lying to you. I don't know. One of the two. Anyway, that's all for now. Like and subscribe. Or don't. Godspeed, Goslings.